Good morning, everyone. I don't know about you, but my household is kind of quiet today. Isaiah is in his room doing his Adventure Academy on his phone, which, if you haven't heard of, is pretty awesome. Adventure Academy. You pay I want to say it's $60 a year, I think. And it teaches your kid all the things, and it's fun in fun ways. It's got games and videos, and he loves it. Like, he thinks it's a privilege to get to play it. So Adventure Academy, definitely recommend looking into that for your kids, to have some fun education going on. Sam is exhausted. It's just exhausted. So he is taking a day and he is reading his new book set. It was his Christmas present, but he was about to order it on Amazon. So yeah, that Christmas present got given early. So he's enjoying his book. Have you heard of Aragon? I'm sure, like, it's been a while. But it's the Aragon series. He's on Eldest now. So yes, we love anything medieval and dragons and fantasy and all that. So, and I'm feeling better. Thank you for everyone for the prayers and the reaching out and the messages and everything. I ate something last night that was probably just cross-contaminated. I simply had cantaloupe, and I had cantaloupe and some dates, and either that was too much sugar for my gut, or like the cantaloupe was pre-cut from the store, so it's already peeled and cut and put in the little dish for you. And so it could have been cut with something that I can't have. Like, it could have been on a cutting board or with the same knife as something I can't have. So it happens, unfortunately. Can't control everything unless I strictly only, there's the cat again, sorry. Strictly only eat at home. So if I eat elsewhere, I take that risk. And so it happened. But I am better. Just took all the things last night. I have some great oils that really help calm that down, and took a bath with some more oils to help calm and ease pain. And so this morning I'm doing my supplements in my juice and making sure I got all that, and drinking all the water, which, by the way, I'll show you. You see my dirty sink while I show you. My husband got my little water set up all done. So now I have this awesome little 2-gallon jar of water with my lemon, because that's how I like water. If you don't like water, it definitely helps. So I recommend that. But what I want to talk to you about today is how we can have victories even when the scale doesn't move, okay? So I know personally I struggle with this immensely. I want that my only sense of victory is when the scale moves, okay? When the scale goes down, I feel like things are going well. And it's not really a reliable thing. I mean, it takes over 24 hours to process the food that you eat anyway. So that's going to keep messing with things. Your body's going to adjust according to your hormones. What are your hormones doing? You're going to have some bloat. Maybe something caused you to be more bloated or inflamed than something else. And then if you're exercising too, you can gain muscle. The scale isn't telling you if you're losing muscle or gaining muscle or what's going on. So there's just so many things, and there's more than that. I've gotten so many lectures from my husband about the scale and how it's just not a reliable thing to look at. And so when I'm in that moment and I'm still continuing to try to focus on what the scale says, and it's just not moving, or it's just not moving fast enough for me, okay? So some of the things that I like to focus on and that I tell others to focus on are, how do you feel, okay? If you feel like you have more energy to do the things, you're winning. okay? If your body's getting the nutrients that you need to feel better and have more energy, to hit the gym, to go on the walk, to do whatever it may be, to go to work, then you're winning, okay? That is a first step, okay? The scale will follow after, I promise you. You get those nutrients in there, you're making sure your body's functioning the way it's supposed to again, the scale will eventually start to move. Other victories, your mood, okay? Your mood will improve immensely once you start switching out processed foods, sugary foods, for foods that are more nutrient dense, okay? And once I swear, like once your mood is better, you get to a point where the scale doesn't matter as much to you because you're just happy and your happiness doesn't depend on the scale, okay? So it does help immensely with your mood. And so your mood is another way to measure your progress in this journey that you're on. Your attitude along with your mood, but your attitude towards things, okay? You'll be happier and more joyful when it comes to dealing with kids, dealing with husband, dealing with job, going and doing the workout, okay? I went years on all the diets, all the yo-yo diets and all the things, and the energy and the joy just got worse because I was depriving my body of certain things that it needs. And so the motivation to go work out was just not there. I would usually just end up crying during the workout because my energy was so low that I would just break down and cry, okay? So having that increased energy and that increased mood or the better mood is really going to help when it comes to your willingness and your motivation to actually work out, to actually do the things, okay? So there are other ways to measure success. Some other ways besides energy and mood, attitude, your libido is one. That will immensely change once you've kicked out the sugar and the processed foods and all that. So that is a major indicator of progress and victory there as well. Other ways are, don't always go with the scale. We like to use a tape measure, a cloth tape measure, because there have been times I gained weight. It happens quite frequently because I gain muscle easier than some. That's just my body type. I'm Scandinavian, Nordic, so my body type tends to build some muscle. So I've actually gained weight. I think I gained 4 pounds, but I lost 2 inches on my waist, okay? So the scale's not always the best indicator in those. Pictures, okay? Pictures can show you maybe the shift in things. Yeah, you've lost some fat, some body fat, but you've gained some muscles. Well, that's going to start seeing some shifts. So you're going to see maybe bulky elsewhere, but smaller elsewhere. So photos really help there. When you're at the gym, okay, if you're a lifter, your lifts are increasing, okay? That is an indicator of a victory, okay? If you go from 20 pounds to 60 pounds, okay, you have a victory. You are progressing, okay? Maybe the scale hasn't moved, but you have more energy, you have more power, okay? You have more stamina, all right? All those things are indicators that you are winning, okay? So don't rely solely on the scale, especially when you first start, okay? There's a pattern in how this works with lots of people. Initially, you might have to reverse diet, okay? You're reversing what you've done to your body through the yo-yo dieting, okay? Some people, that can actually make them gain a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit of weight, a couple pounds, okay? Because your body is still behaving the way you've trained it to behave, okay? So we've got to retrain your body to actually use the food the way it's supposed to. And it'll get there. It'll get there eventually. But we have to retrain our body, okay? And then we might shed a whole bunch of weight. A lot of times we might have some bloat, some inflammation that'll go. And then we might hit another point where, oh, this is hard again. Why won't it budge? Why won't it move? Okay. We've lost the bloat. The body's trying to stabilize again. Okay. And we just have to keep going and allow our body to trust us that it's going to get the food that it needs, the nutrients that it needs. And once it starts to get there again, it'll start moving again. But there's a progression in this as well, okay? Which is why it's amazing to work with someone, okay? When you start to lose weight, we actually have to adjust your nutrition as well as your workout, okay? Because I don't know, I had a friend who worked as a garbage man, okay? When he started working as a garbage man, he shed like 20 pounds because of the manual labor and the lifting. But then his body got used to it and he gained it back. Okay? So your body actually has to go through adjustments so it doesn't just stabilize and get used to things. Okay? So when you're working with someone and things start to stabilize and you're not seeing progress anymore, that's where we come in and we're like, okay, we're going to tweak your nutrition this way. All right, we're going to make sure that we decrease this, increase this, do whatever that your body needs based on you, your body type, your lifestyle, all that, and your goals. And then we're also going to tweak your workout, okay? Because we don't want the body to just get used to what it's doing, okay? So we have to tweak all of those things in order to continually see progress, okay? So anyway, it's an up and down thing. That's why it's great to work with someone to help you get through those ups and those downs, and also to have someone remind you of the other victories or to point out those other victories. Because a lot of times I know I have to have my husband reminding me of all of the other ways I am getting a victory rather than the scale, okay? That support is necessary. Okay, so that way I keep going, don't get frustrated, don't give up, okay? And that's what we do, okay? We support you through it all. We're there with you. We give you those reminders. We give you the motivation to keep going. We keep pushing you. And we tweak things as you go along, okay? So if that sounds like something that you need, that you would love to have, the support to help you keep going, the progression, okay, when you start hitting a plateau, we would love to be there for you and do that for you. Just message myself or message Sam, my husband, and we're glad to just get you started or just answer any questions you might have, okay? Yeah, so just give us a message and we'll talk to you later, all right? You guys have a great day. Remember the other victories, okay? Bye.